Hey Spillers!
And welcome to a true crime podcast hosted by
Me, Umberto!
and me, Jonas. So grab your glass.
Because the spilling is about to begin.
I'm drinking coffee today.
So before we begin...
Wait.
Before we begin... Oh my god! Before we begin...
Oh wow, okay.
We would like to ask you to subscribe to our podcast on wherever platform you listen to your podcasts. Subscribe us to our YouTube that is growing pretty fast. It's incredible.
It's a platform that took us by surprise, to be honest. I mean, but you can subscribe there. We also do wine and snacks there every once in a while, where is video format. You can see us talk about stuff.
And we
will have one pretty soon.
Yes.
So this is a series from Netflix, Web of Make-Believe, Death, Lies, and Internet. This is the first episode. We are thinking of doing the others if you guys want it. This first episode was super...
Did you enjoy the episode, Jonas?
I did.
Yes.
Okay. So if you guys want us to do the others...
We will do the others.
Okay.
They are not paying us. We do whatever we want. I do whatever I want.
Okay. So the first episode is called Killed by a SWAT.
I never really wanted to commit crimes. The crimes were a necessary evil to get around a system that I didn't believe in.
The internet has opened up new pathways to make certain kinds of crimes easier.
They couldn't find me, they couldn't arrest me, there was nothing they could do. I was unstoppable, you could say.
He enjoyed swatting people. It was his form of entertainment.
I wonder if you can file income tax returns on these dead people. Well, it turns out you can.
There are lies, damned lies, and then there are statistics.
It made no sense. Why would anybody shoot my son? And suddenly the internet just went crazy.
I got a text message that said, "Send me a naked picture or I'll kill you."
I had to start realizing what I was supporting. Was I the victim or was I also a villain?
Now there is virtually nothing that technology can't reach.
If you allow the worst people in the world to have unrestrained abilities to hijack the biggest platforms in the world, there are going to be huge consequences to that.
When an online gamer makes a series of fraudulent 911 calls to lure SWAT teams to the innocent people's homes, his targeted trickery turns to tragedy. This first episode deals with the practice of swatting, which involves making a hoax call to the police and telling them that a serious crime is taking place at someone's address.
This is so fucking unbelievable.
At someone's address, resulting in a SWAT team descending on an innocent person's home. One tragic example of swatting in 2017 resulted in something really tragic happening that we will not spoil. And this is the subject of episode number 1. This was super long, a super ginormous intro. I'm really sorry.
John, so have you ever had a fake call to 911?
I was supposed to ask you that also, but I thought it was a bit dark to ask that.
No, I have not. Did you ever?
I think I did once when I was really young, but I just...
ordered some pizzas or something?
Not pizzas, but I... No, it was like, I heard like, poo, poo, and I turned off the phone because I felt really bad. Okay. I was like 12. Yeah, I was really stupid. Good.
Yes, but you were a kid and like, I'm not excusing you, but like, you are a kid. It's stupid. Kids are stupid.
But I didn't talk to anyone. But I already called the 911 before. Not the 911 here in Portugal, because it is another number, for someone to help me.
But you were in need.
someone was.
Okay, so it was not a fake call.
It was not a fake call. She needed, but then I realized that maybe she didn't need it. And there was some trickery there. And if I was alone, probably would get assaulted.
Okay.
That's what the Uber driver that was with me told me. Because when the woman left, they saw like a car going, following her, and then stopped, and she entered the car.
Okay. I'm getting Pernilla vibes.
Yeah.
When I looked out my window, I noticed it was really bright outside, like really bright. So then I walked out my room and opened the front door, and I looked up in the sky, and it was a helicopter. And then shortly after, cop cars started pulling up, and they were getting out with shotguns and rifles. It was an eye-opening experience that he could do that to my house over nothing, because it was a hoax call. Whatever he said wasn't true. He said that someone was being held hostage in the closet. I learned later that he even pretended to be the girl that was allegedly being held hostage in my closet.
Apparently, this is a thing in the States where you call SWAT teams to go to famous people's houses, like Rihanna, Bieber or something, or gamers. Why gamers? Because gamers do live things where they are playing and showing themselves, explaining the game and talking.
Yeah, because it's super cool to see a SWAT team entering your fucking room when you are winning or losing a game. That's so fun. Oh my god.
So they pranked each other, calling the SWAT team the SWAT team to their homes and
That's
watching
so
the guy
stupid.
get arrested.
Don't you kids have anything else to do? Ugh.
So we are presented to this guy. This is the protagonist of this documentary, and his name is Tyler Barris. We know that.
Is it berries? Like you eat a berry?
Barris.
Barris, yeah. You
Okay.
wrote berries.
I wrote
like a strawberry or
no, because it is with an Y, and berries would be with an I and an E. Like now it's berries.
No. By the way, just a quick fact about me. I used to be a big gamer, and yes, people can be super aggressive online, which is something I don't comprehend. Like, for example, I was in a game with someone that didn't play much, and the other team in our team was being super aggressive and calling names to this person that didn't know how to play, which is super stupid because it's online, it's random. You play with people that you don't know. If someone doesn't play, let's help that person have a great experience. But some gamers suck.
Oh, you are so sweet.
No, because I
call them noob.
No. So, who is Tyler Barris? Barris was raised by his grandma in Los Angeles, spending many of his days playing Halo. He was well known in the gaming community under the username Swatistic. Oh my god, so fun.
So according to her grandmother, Tyler lost his father pretty soon, and her mother left. I don't know why. And basically he was raised by this game, by this Halo, where things are pretty aggressive and people talk like shit with each other. So this is the family of Tyler.
It was basically raised by gaming and by all these aggressive people saying bad things to each other. By 2017, Barris had a reputation of assisting others in exciting revenge on rival players and making fake bomb threats, that latter of which he was imprisoned for in 2015.
Basically, he escalated this acting, like for small things like bomb threats, and he went bigger and bigger and bigger. He was able to evacuate a university, so he went bigger. And one time his grandmother was watching TV and he said, "Do you want me
to build a snowman?
Do you want me to evacuate that building?" And she didn't understand the question. But he made a call and he said that a bomb was in the TV station building.
He used to use his grandma's phone, right?
Yes.
Wow.
He watched live as the TV station building was emptied and people got out and everything. And That was the moment when her grandmother realized what he did. He threatened her and told her that if she ever told this to anybody, he would do bad things to her. Let's keep it this way.
Yeah, this bitch enjoys the thrill of swatting.
People, depending on how much of a stranger they were to me, anywhere from $20 to $50 per SWAT. But quite frankly, I enjoyed the thrill of swatting. I just enjoyed doing it, having it appear on the news and then bragging about it on Twitter. I just, for whatever reason, enjoyed doing that.
You trash men.
But her grandmother had a cop friend, and
he would confide on this cop man, right?
I think this was the way that he got arrested.
The first time, yeah.
Yes. So the grandmother told her friends what happened, and this basically was how Tyler got arrested in 2015. When he was arrested, his bail was at $1 million, so obviously he could not pay. He was released after 16 months. By the time her grandmother had a restriction order upon him to be safe, of course, but he had no place to go, so he had to come back home.
Oh, he was living on the street, right?
Yes, but one time his grandmother left the house and he basically got in, and she asked him, "What are you doing here? You don't live here anymore. It's better for you to leave." And he found a homeless shelter to live. He stayed there, basically, and went to the library. Where is my diary? In the library. Where he would use the internet for his profession. That was
swatting.
So he would charge $20 to $15 per SWAT.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? When you want to say yeah.
You're wasting money doing this.
Doing a prank, yes. Basically, this is a prank.
Oh my god, people are so stupid. Don't you guys want to give that money to us instead of pranking? That would be awesome.
We can prank your friends.
Yeah,
we
by continuing to record these episodes.
Yes, we can call them. Yeah. So he had over, I don't know how to say this number in English. I will focus.
18K followers?
18K. Yes, I can say K. 18K followers on Twitter. And by the way,
we are on Twitter.
We are on Twitter too. So
the day that we are recording this, we open our account.
Yes.
But yeah, we are everywhere.
If you hear a whoop whoop, it is us. This is not the sound.
What is it?
It's the notification sound from Twitter.
I don't use.
It's Twitter. A bird like whoop whoop. It's something like this.
I don't know. Right. That's great.
Okay, basically he was living upon squatting.
Yeah.
Swatting, not squatting.
Yeah, he squats a lot. It was his form of entertainment. We hear him say this. He says, they got me mad, so they're gonna pay for it. That's not how you fucking live life. You go for a run. You go outside. You touch the fucking grass. You do exercise. You leave gaming. Just stop. Like, also, I have strong feelings about Twitter. and Barry's is fucking proud of his Twitter. You fucking suck.
Because he has 18K followers.
You suck.
It is a great community of dumb people.
It is.
He mastered together them all upon a Twitter account. Jonas, someone is tweeting us.
Oh, so I think you should totally follow us on Twitter.
Oh, again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, so many followers.
Don't you want to be part of the party? You should totally follow us on Twitter, Instagram.
Oh my god, it doesn't stop.
Can you stop with that?
Please. Oh my god.
And also thank you so much for all your support. And I think this call to action has no theme for this week, so I'm so sorry.
It is done.
Yes, it is done. Thank you. Keep listening to us and share to all your friends. Bye.
Bye.
No. Let's continue with the episode.
So, we know our protagonist. Do you want us to talk about the disaster that you did not spoil before? I think people are here for that.
Okay. So, the crime. The night where everything went to shit. This is, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was in tears at the end, because this is really horrible. Like, in December 2017, gamers Casey Viner and Shane Gaskill, great name, got into a heated Twitter argument over a game of Call of Duty, which I terribly suck at. Because Shane killed his character, Casey's character, on the game, dude. For a $1.5 bet, by the way. Let's have that in mind. Which resulted in Casey threatening to SWAT Shane, because this is something that you can do.
Yes, apparently this is the thing that like you do, like.
Yeah, that's super fun.
I will punch you in the face. No,
Oh my God,
I will SWAT you.
Oh my God, so fun.
What the fuck? How did this become a verb? Like,
Casey searched for Tyler Barris, which is Swatistic on Twitter.
Yes, by the way, he is known by Swatistic. No one knows that he is Tyler Barris. Only
by Swatistic.
Yes.
And Casey wanted Shane to be swatted, so he looked for Swatistic to assist him to do so. When Shane noticed that Barris had started following him on Twitter to collect information, which I don't know how he would collect this information from Shane, but he posted a fake address in Wichita, Kansas, daring Barris to come and try some shit. I did a fucking big dump on my toilet and you should totally eat that. I'll be waiting. Which was also, guys, this is really stupid. It's, guys, really, don't you have anything else to do? Go outside and touch the fucking grass. This is the new sentence that I like to say. It's so great. My God, I'm sorry. I'm really heated. I have a lot of emotions about this.
So, and Tyler did not chicken out and...
We see all these messages.
Yes, and did the SWAT call that you will hear.
This is 911. What's going on? My mom and dad. They were arguing and I shot him in the head and he's not breathing anymore.
Okay, do you have any weapons on you?
Yeah, I do. Handgun.
Okay. What's your address?
It's 1033 West McCormick Street.
On December 28, Barris contacted the police and told them that he had shot his father and was holding the rest of the family hostage at the address that was given by Shane. But here's the horrible fact. That wasn't Shane's house. That address belonged to Andrew Finch, a father of two, who had nothing to do with the conflict and was not a gamer. Wichita police officers swiftly arrived at Finch's house, and when Finch opened the door to see what's going on...
Can you imagine, like... No, just stay with me. Can you imagine you are on the sofa and then everything turns bright, like the windows? Outside. You hear cars and you're like, what's happening? What is happening here?
Come out right now!
And then you open the door and it's like a flash of light. And then...
You probably didn't even hear what they were saying. They were saying,
so
like,
surprised. Like,
walk
what?
toward us with your hands up.
What?
I don't know. I would be super surprised. I wouldn't know what to do.
So basically the guy, Andrew, opens the door and got shot. As we told you, so the story is that someone is holding the family hostage. So the SWAT team shot Andrew, but this is not of concern because they have to save the family, basically.
The people that are inside.
Yes.
And by the way, Barris was still on the phone with the dispatcher.
Like, oh
saying,
my
yes,
God.
I'm there. You're fucking disgusting.
Yes, SWAT team kept asking everybody, like, who else is in the house? Who else was in the house? Because they were looking for this guy on the phone with the 911.
And also, according to the police department, Finch wasn't shot because he moved his hands towards his waist, startling the officers. So this was the reason why Andrew was shot.
And he was left there. On the floor.
Still alive. Every person that was inside the house were taken out by the police and were forced to step over Andrew while he was gasping for air on the floor. We see his niece, Adelina, go over him like an actress on this doc, going over him. She didn't want to, but the police forced her. He stayed there for 15 to 20 minutes before being assisted by the ambulance and therefore dying at a nearby hospital.
It's like for you to imagine the thing. So the body was in the door. So he was in the way of everybody. So imagine the number of people that went.
No, imagine seeing your family member dying and you can't do anything. And if you do, the police will be even more aggressive towards you because you're not cooperating. It's like, and we see that Denise is with headphones, so she didn't hear a thing.
Ow!
This is really horrible, and that Barris is still on the phone.
Yes.
It's really disgusting.
About an hour and a half after Andy Finch was shot, Shane Gaskill sent a Twitter DM to Tyler. This shit has me dying. They showed up to my old house, retard. To him, this was the funniest thing ever, that he basically duped the notorious Tyler Barris into swatting the wrong house.
While this was happening and the family was taken into the police to be questioned, basically, Shane was bragging to Tyler like, ha 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 ha.
That was not my house.
Yes, I sent you to my old house. You dumb blah blah blah. You are a bastard. You are a retard or something. You are a retard.
Yeah, you.
Everyone
that swats people
or calls 911 for whatever motive that it's not true, it's a retard. Like, you are preventing someone to get the help that they need.
Yeah, for sure.
And it could be 5 minutes and you are already responsible for someone not to get the help that they need. So they basically start arguing who got victorious out of this. Basically, this is the thing. This is like very mature.
Yeah, and when we see a portion on this documentary that when Shane realizes that everything that happened, like because it was all over the news, and he realized that, oh, okay, he sent a message to everyone involved. You guys need to delete everything. This is a murder case now. No shit, Shane, you stupid bitch. My God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
But it's like with no remorse at all. It's just like, delete everything. This is the murder case. Like,
yeah, let's not get involved.
No, you should go to the police and tell what happened. Tyler did not do that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
He was contacted.
He didn't. He was Swatistic. He was not Tyler.
He was Swatistic. Yeah.
That is why I told everybody that we are talking about Swatistic. You know who is Tyler, but at this point, he is Swatistic, the account on Twitter. Yes. And this police guy, smart social media thing, what specialist, goes on Twitter like investigator and message one of the Tyler's fake accounts, reaching out to him and asking him what happened last night. And Tyler immediately posts the prints of the conversation with Shane, showing that was
delete
Shane.
Everything. There you go.
Yes, there you go, bitch. Showing that it was Shane that gave the address for this to happen.
This Swatistic guy says basically, oh, I was swatted once. And this police guy was like, can you talk about it? And his answer was, well, I didn't die. And this police guy is like, fucking little prick. That's what he is. I love that. Yes, I agree. Yeah.
And basically, after this, because no one was caught at this point, Swatistic accepted to be interviewed by this YouTube star at that moment and to give an interview.
My God.
Yes.
Drama alert. Oh, and by the way, this is what Swatistic says. I was the reason the police went there, but I wasn't the reason this person died.
Yes, basically he's saying that the cop should be accountable for this, not him. And basically in this interview he confesses that he was him. One police hearing this interview rapidly realized that this was Tyler because he recognized the voice
from 2015.
Yes.
From the other crime.
So the only thing that they have to do now is get him. And it was pretty easy. Remember that he's using the internet from the library. So the SWAT team swatted Tyler in the library.
Yeah. There you go, bitch. Barris was subsequently apprehended by police and extradited to Kansas wards, where he was indicted on swatting charges along with Casey and Shane. In Wichita, by the way, this is something that it's pretty horrible, because at this point we don't know who was the shooter.
Yes.
Because in Wichita, the officers and shooters are never identified. They are protected.
Yes. I also noted this information that on average they have a killing history of one murder for 120 police officers. This is police officers, I'm sorry. And this is 10 times higher than the national numbers. So it is a problem here too. So we have a lot of problems here. But basically someone informed that the shooter was
Justin Rapp.
Justin Rapp has been with our department now 8 years. He has formal military training. He has been featured in episodes of Cops a couple of times.
Get on the ground right now!
He has gotten many reports of use of force against him.
We've been told there was around a dozen incident reports against Justin before the shooting of Andrew Finch.
The community started pressing police to press charges against the cop and to make justice, basically. They did t-shirts, they even put
outdoors, in billboards.
Yes, they even put his name on billboards so everyone knew, and to give like this mass attention to the case. He got none. He was
protected.
Basically.
It's really frustrating.
For me, it's like very difficult to comprehend, because the guy was so far. Okay, he could have pulled the gun, but he's surrounded. What would he do?
He wouldn't do anything.
I think it was like super defensive.
And this wasn't
to shot the guy
Yeah, and this wasn't the first time that something went wrong.
And he was being, how do you say it? Like, he was collaborating. He was like, he opened the door when they asked. He put his arms apparently not in the air, but he must be surprised. Like, this could be any of us. Like, this is so scary, because it could be, I would do the same figure, maybe.
I don't even know what I would do.
I would be so confused that I would froze, like, what is happening?
Yeah, what is happening? What the hell? But now we have
this gets darker.
Yeah,
basically.
We have a testimony of the father figure of these two kids. Throughout the documentary, we have this kid talking to us, but there is another one that we don't see ever. And now we finally understand why. Andrew's family have been through a lot, and Adelina, which was a niece, saw everything that day and was only 17. She couldn't surpass this. She was forced to see her father figure laying there and couldn't do anything. So 1 year and 2 weeks after Andrew's death, Adelina shot herself and was found by her boyfriend at the time, who committed suicide afterwards. So we lost 3 people.
This is like, oh my God. I at this point,
I start crying.
I kept my mouth open for the rest of the documentary, because it was like such a tragedy, starting with a prank or a playful thing or a stupid thing. A
stupid thing.
So where are they now? What happened to everybody?
So we are have information about the trial and wow, they won! So Barris was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison in 2019 after pleading guilty to 51 charges related to swatting and making hoax calls, including conspiracy to make false reports and involuntary manslaughter. He's now 28, the same age as Finch when he was killed, and is currently serving his 20-year sentence at the Federal Correctional Institution in Phoenix, Arizona. Sorry, my brain, these words. He is expected to be released in January 14, 2035, when he will be around 45 years old. As for the others involved in Finch's death, Casey pleaded guilty to conspiracy and obstruction of justice for his involvement and was sentenced to 15 months in prison. Shane pleaded guilty to wire fraud and is due to be sentenced in July of 2022. If we have news, this is the part where we're gonna place the news.
Yes, here.
Jonas from the present here. So this is the only thing I could find about Shane's sentence, and basically he faces a maximum of 20 years in prison when he's sentenced, which he is due to be in July 2022. This is significantly lesser sentence than his predicted jail time back in 2021, who said a trial could land Shane up to 60 years behind bars. In exchange for his guilty plea, prosecutors dismissed several charges, including multiple counts of obstruction of justice, conspiracy to obstruct justice, and making a false statement during an investigation. I'm sorry, these words, I deserve an award. Please, follow us.
And last but not least, Justin Rapp, this bitch. The police officer who shot Andrew was immediately put on paid leave after the shooting, but in 2019 he sued the city for loss of wages because he had been cleared of any charges.
Ooh, I'm getting some vibes here. Remember who also did this? She also
she
sued
did.
the hospital because she was not getting paid.
And
so
she got
this
it.
is the same thing. Yes.
I want it. I got it.
I
You
want it.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Finch's family then sued Rapp for infringing Finch's Fourth Amendment rights, and we are still to find out what will happen with Rapp. Apparently, he's working at a university while legal proceedings are ongoing.
Yeah, like a security guard, I guess. Great.
The Finch family was the
victims here.
The victims here, they had nothing to do with it. They did not even were playing the game. This is so stupid. They bought the house from Shane's family.
Yeah.
This is the involvement.
Yes. Okay.
This is the involvement.
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
This was his previous address.
In my opinion, the sentence, Tyler's sentence, because I want to comment on that, and I want to hear your opinion. That you are listening, I want to hear your opinion. I believe that this was a harsh sentence to send a message to everyone, because 20 years he was not there. Okay, he called the SWAT team, but he was not there. He did not
but he had 51 charges related to swatting and make a lot of hoax calls. I mean, that was. If this was one time, I could agree with you, but this was a lot. And he was in jail in 2015 before. He did shit before, and he continued to do the same shit.
He did not learn. Yes.
I think this is the amount of years for everything he did.
Yes, this is the sum of everything. One thing that I don't get, it's why Casey got 15 months. What was the crime?
Casey was the one that didn't do much.
Casey didn't do anything. He basically said, I will SWAT you. And he contacted Swatistic. But it did not do any crime.
Maybe there is more information that we don't know about. Maybe about other situations,
because
SWAT
he
situations.
Didn't even call the SWAT team himself. And he did not do anything.
He contacted Swatistic. That had... you could pay $20 to $15 to be swatted.
We don't know if he paid. It could be just a stupid idea. It did not went through.
This is really horrible.
This is so unfortunate that this happens, and
Andrew
and things that happen after, because of a prank.
Andrew Finch was an innocent man killed in the crossfire. Hey! Okay, Kermit the Frog, hi! Finally, we invited you.
Someone is out of battery.
Well, guys, this was a heavier episode. We didn't laugh much. There wasn't really big reasons to laugh about. I feel really drained.
Yes, but go over our Instagram. We are pretty funny over there.
Yeah, it's
we
way
have
more fun,
some...
and we have other episodes that are way funnier than this
Look
one.
at our reels.
But yes, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this week's episode.
Watch our Wine and Snacks that is coming soon.
It's really soon. It's gonna be a video format on YouTube, so you can go there and watch us.
If you are here by this time, I don't understand why you haven't subscribed us yet. So go do that, and have an amazing week.
Yeah, see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Don't forget to drink.